Today on the set we have Quiana Canfor Dumas, phenomenal fitness coach, mother, like I said, a trainer, and an author. She does it all literally, and I can't wait for you guys to get to know her. She comes with a whole lot of energy.
Yeah.
Like, for real, Lady Rowena is going to get into a lot of questions there because I see your questions.
I have a million questions.
Yes, so you are welcome to our set. Thank you so much for joining us today, Quiana.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the introduction. Very nice. I'm humble.
Yeah.
But what's up? What's up? I'm in the pizza shop.
Come
this
on,
is lovely.
I mean, like, fitness and pizza, like.
Hey.
How are you feeling on it?
You know, you gotta, it can't be all or nothing. You just find what works for you.
Yeah.
And if you want to have a slice of pizza, have a slice of pizza.
So let's just assume today's your cheat day, right?
And
She said she doesn't do cheat.
I don't do cheat day, but if you want to do cheat day, you do cheat day. It's just part of what I eat. If I do it, I do it. So, yeah.
Right. But thank you so much for coming. I'm excited. I'm excited you were able to make it. I know you're a really busy woman. I know you're currently writing a new book as well. And I know when you get into that moment, you like to isolate and finish, your projects and stuff. But you made time for us, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming.
It's worth it. I hope so.
Yeah. So tell us a little about yourself. How did the whole fitness journey start, and why fitness in the first place?
Well, I talk about it in my book. This is my book,
Okay.
12 Keys Beginning to Exercise and Sticking to It for the Long Haul.
Okay.
It's just trying to get my own health under control. And for a long time, it was something that I struggled with. And my family and I, just fast forwarding the whole story.
Right.
Before we moved to Kenya, East Africa, my grandfather had a talk with me and said, hey, you're doing very well with your career, your academics, and you've done a whole lot, but you got to get that health under control. Mm-hmm. All that weight is not good for you. Mm-hmm. And today, many people are afraid to tell the honest truth to me. But my grandfather was the one who would be sometimes brutally honest, but he would just tell you the honest truth that a lot of people wouldn't want to tell you, is that, carrying all that weight is not healthy for you. It's not good for your body. And for me, I struggled, trying to find the right way to do it. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how, what exercises, because I had small kids and I was also working in corporate. So finding the time to do it was challenging. Not knowing what to eat, all of that was challenging. And then when we moved, I was able to step away from the corporate setting, and I just prayed, God, help me. If you can help me to get through all my schoolwork and start my career, you can help me take better care of my body. Help me, I would help more people. And that was a bargain. I don't know how last this long. Right. It's been an experience. So me and God still talking about what we're doing. But so it was just really trying to get myself together. Now that was part of my prayer too. Help me and I can help more people. Help to show the way, because I didn't know how to get started in doing it. So all hands on deck. And then I got involved with Zumba fitness. I was doing Zumba and I realized you can actually dance like woohoo and have fun. And then I noticed I'm like sweating on my arms. I'm like, wow, really? If I can do all this and keep it going, wow, what else is going to happen? So, I got certified in Zumba fitness training. Then from Zumba, then I moved on to doing like Zumba toning, because I started learning that cardio exercise is good, especially exercising your heart, because like your muscles, you can specifically exercise those, but your heart is internal. You can't. But the way to exercise your heart is with cardio exercises and getting your heart rate up. So you can do that, but then you also needed to have, the resistance training. So then I did Zumba toning training, got that certification. So I came back to Ghana, and I'm like, okay, God, help me. I want to teach a class, but I'm not ready. I want to do it. So for 6 months, I practiced and I practiced and I practiced. And then I just felt, God just prompted me and like, okay, it's time. You need to go to a gym. You need to go find some people to do it. So I had one lady in my neighborhood. She said, oh, I'll be your test student. You can come. I'm like, oh, yeah, come. And then she came back. Oh, I enjoyed your class so much. It was really fun. Let me know when you start at a location.
Wow.
So fast forward, I end up going to one of the gyms in East Legon.
Okay.
How do I, dress up? How do I interview for a fitness job? What do you do? So long story short, end up getting a job. And I'm like, yay. It was just a lot of fun. So I did the Zumba for about 7 years in Ghana. Really, really fun. I mean, we did fitness events at Accra Mall, Marina Mall, and different places around town, flash mobs, and
Wow.
yeah, we had a lot. It was a dance party for us, but then
Wow.
so that's how I got started, and then since then I migrated to online.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm
So-
I'm excited.
So what was the transition like for you, like moving from corporate to fitness? Is it that you quit corporate fully to go into fitness, or you were doing them like hand in hand at a point?
No,
Yeah.
the corporate thing came about. My husband and I were both working at a large company, General Electric.
Okay.
And then he got a position to move the family to Ghana. And
Right.
I was traveling a lot. He was traveling a lot.
Right.
And it was just this tug, being a young mom with small kids. I didn't want to have regrets later in life that I wasn't around. And then it just worked out to where God was able to provide for one of us to be able to stay back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, woo, I'm free. So now, all hands on deck, taking care of my family was a priority, and still not neglecting myself because I did mechanical engineering training when I was in college, got that degree and everything. And I enjoy learning and growing. So in my corporate field, I did that. So fitness ended up being that other pivot, I guess, to allow me to continue to grow and be impactful. And that's what I did. Yeah. So it wasn't like I left it. It was gradual transition, family demands, and what worked best for us and our family, and fitting the long-term goals. So no regrets.
That's great. That's great.
So what does a typical day in the life look like for you?
Yeah.
A typical day starts the night before. Yeah, to have a good day, it has to be the night before. So it starts the night before in preparation, getting a good night's sleep. I track sleep, make sure I get sleep, and then from that good night's sleep, you wake up, start your day, get a cup of water. I go into what my husband called my power room. It's like my creative room, prayer room. I go into that space, and then I pull out my. This is the planner that I also have available. So now God helped me to create this because I realized people, our pizza's coming. It's time for pizza. We're gonna talk about that. So the day would be, go through the planner and look at, what are the priorities for that day.
Right.
And depending on the week.
So.
Wow, this is
Got
very
your
interesting.
pepperoni. And then this
a whole pizza?
Yes, that's yours.
Okay, all right. So
This will be me, chicken.
okay, so I'm talking about the start of the day. Pizza at the right timing is good if it fits your
diet
right. And your meal plan, and it works for some people very well, and for some they just have to do it in moderation.
Yeah.
Okay. So the day would start with just going through with the planner, prioritizing, looking at the schedule for the day, and seeing what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Then I have my prayer journal. I go through and I just, talk to God, what's on my mind, heart, and spirit, go through that. And then do my wellness journal, like what I'm about to eat. What are my affirmations for the day? What is my visualization for the day? How do you want the day to end?
Yeah.
So go through all of that and then go do my workout. No matter what, at least 30 minutes of daily workout to start the day. And then after that, I go through the rest of the day. Everything else follows it. But the night before and that first part of the morning is critical.
You mentioned talking to God, right?
Yeah.
How important is God in all of this, in your life story, in your life's journey? Have you always been one that was like born, to a Christian family or grew up in the faith? When did your relationship with God actually start?
Wow.
And I'm asking this because I actually realized that in all of your videos, you use only gospel songs, you use only Christian music, right?
Wow.
Mostly. So, I'm keen on knowing that, Yeah.
I don't know if we have time for that. That's coming in the next book. That's coming in the next book. Yeah. The music hasn't always been just all Christian music. It's just where I am at this stage in my life. Before, like I said, I was doing the Zumba training. It was more Latin music, and international music. But as I began to grow more and realizing that, I need God more in what I do. And then also realizing when you exercise, a lot of those songs stay stuck in your head and you're singing the song like, no. And even when I stumbled on one of your songs, I told you I got the whole song in my head. And he's like, do you understand the lyrics? I was like, no, I don't, but I know it's all gospel, right? But So the other thing is, sometimes the music that I ran into when I was doing the other format of fitness, when I found out the lyrics, I'm like, oh no, because I take responsibility for my role. I have younger people that are looking up to me, how do you do this? And I wanted to totally glorify God in what I do. Whatever I do with my exercise, it has to feed my mind and my spirit, and also be a message that also positively impacts others. So that's it. And then have I always been into, like, with the gospel music?
I think like Christianity, essentially, your walk with God in its
it's been a journey. Going through your college years, realize that, struggling, trying to get through college, and that's when my spirituality began to grow even more. When I was a baby, I lived with my grandma. I told her I think they put some holy water in my bottle. Because she said she usually on Sunday she go to different churches. I'm like, yeah, I do different churches too. I like church hop around. I go to church.
Right.
And I also like look on the gospel channels all the time.
Right.
I just had this thirst for God, and I just know how it fills me up. And the more I'm filled up, the more I can give to everyone else.
Yeah.
And that's it. And everything is in the Bible. And then the more you spend time reading your Bible, you learn about the people in the Bible, the lessons that you can get from that. Wow, they, exercise a lot of courage. Joshua had to be really courageous. Wow, the book of Judges is really about leadership. Really. Oh my goodness. And these people, they didn't quite feel called to this, but they were called in their different ways of leadership in that book. So so it just fills you up. You're like, woohoo! You want to jump. And then, you add some exercise, because exercise does help you to release the healthy, the happy hormones, the endorphins. So you combine that with, the gospel music. The energy is just oozing out. If you finish the workout, you didn't count the number of squats you did. You just showed up. And my routine now, I just press play. And I go through, there's this one song, this guy in Nigeria, I forgot the routine, but I go through with the whole routine. Then there's another song, Jehovah, I trust in you. Then I got the whole routine for that. And I got your song, and I go through, and I do the moves on there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. You want to ask her?
Have church right here, right? So, pizza.
Yes.
So I remember back when I was in school, right? My friends and I were always getting into these diet fads. Like, we're all on keto, we're all on paleo, we're all on this. What kind of advice would you give to, like, girls struggling with their weight, jumping on these diet fads all the time?
They can look into my wellness journal. I'm saying it in all honesty, and just creating awareness. Everybody is different. Everybody's body is different. And, you have to see what works for you. Some people, they can't eat, bread at all because it impacts their gut health. So, you just have to practice awareness, self-awareness, and see what works for you. At the end of the day, we all need protein, carbs, healthy fats, micronutrients to help to nourish our body at the cellular level. So vegetables, you get a lot of vegetables. Many people don't want vegetables. Eat your vegetables, but keep your diet simple, stay active, and then see, how is it working for you?
Are you an advocate for, like, all the people who are like insisting that the whole world goes vegan? Because I've been watching a lot of documentaries.
I am not. That's my take. I'm not.
Apparently, all of this. Yeah.
Like I said, it goes back to you doing you, because food is more than just food.
Doesn't it depend on your body type?
It depends on your body. And like I said, what works for one may not work for the other. Most importantly, of all these different diets that are out there, the most important common factor that I found through them all is plant foods. Having your vegetables and your fruits, but having plants included in what you're eating.
Right.
Your sources of protein can vary, but like I said, food is more than food. Food is something that, is also attached to your identity. My husband's gone, so they have their foods that they like to eat. The Kingzkid, and you don't want to, rob yourself of, your cultural.
Because food is part of culture.
It's part of bringing us together. And if you're, at a gathering and you have food there, you just find your vegetables. Make sure you
food makes everybody happy. When the food came, I saw you.
But you don't want to have too much. And that's it. You just it comes back to awareness.
Come on.
Having awareness, staying aware, and keeping your diet simple. And finding out what works for you. How do you feel if you eat at a certain, hour? Did you feel stuffed after eating? Was it too much grease? Was it too much fat? So you have to just continue to practice
I just feel like
awareness.
this conversation is so weird.
We're having
pizza.
You know, I wanted to ask, should we have like the whole talk on health before we have the food, or we can do it hand in hand?
No,
because this is healthy, right?
No, this is the reality. So we're going to open the pizza. I'm going to open my pizza. This is the reality, okay? And I'm just being honest.
Can I just
ordered me a veggie
listen?
So I got some veggies.
Of course.
So it is possible that you make sure you get your veggies on your pizza.
Yeah, I think I got a chicken and mushroom as well, which is healthy, right? I mean, my fitness coach is here. Yeah, it is. It is. Thank you to Pizza Inn for hooking us up.
So with my current eating regimen, it doesn't fit my nutrition plan today.
Oh.
If I hadn't been out running, even though to me, you know, it looks delicious. And for some people it may work. But I'm just saying for me today, it's just I had my breakfast.
Aren't you tempted to take a bite?
No. And it comes to awareness. Everybody needs to know where they are. If they want to have one slice, you can have a slice. You know, for me, it doesn't fit my nutrition plan. So I have to practice discipline and say, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. But, you know.
You got some more questions for her? Come on.
So I want to ask about your new book coming out. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Ew. Okay, so the new one that's coming is more on personal leadership and wellness. So that one is more on like pulling all of these together. So the first one that I did was on exercise. For some time at Ghana, I was part of one of the magazines, Enjoy, and it just featured highlights of Accra or what was going on in the town. And so I did the fitness section in there. So these are just different entries that I provided into that magazine. And I put it all together. Hey, might as well make a book out of it. So I put a book together. All the different tips that I learned over the years is there. My story on how I got started is all in there, the details of it. And then after doing the book, I realized that, you know, journaling was also a very important piece to self-awareness. And then journaling is just helping you to track what you're eating, you know, how often you're eating it, what you're drinking, you know, your affirmations that you're doing to yourself, what you're learning. Many people forget that. So I found myself like writing this out every day, trying to remind myself, why not put it into a book? Okay, let's try it. So put it into a book. So this is the book that I put together for that. And I just did for 7 weeks. So a person can challenge themselves to just journal, you know, get that awareness of themselves for that 7-week period. And it has Bible verses in here too. So even if you don't have time to do, you know, the full Bible read, it's just a prompt. You know, one on here is don't let anyone think less of you because you're young. But be an example to all believers in what you say and the way you live in your life and faith and in purity. So that's 1 Timothy 4:12. So each one, and I specifically chose specific verses.
Scriptures,
Yeah, and then I had a note to self. So extracting from that verse, then I put an affirmation you can put on here that I am a leader. Hey, we're talking about leadership.
Come on.
All right. okay. And I talked about like being an example.
Yeah.
That was my whole thing with the fitness music and the gospel music, is just trying to keep it pure, trying to keep the movements pure, because it's a dark world out there.
It is.
And we got to let our light shine. So from there, then the prayer journal, you know, time you just need to talk to God about what's on your mind. You're trying to process, why is this happening? I'm trying to practice faith. And then I write, Lord, you know, you saw what happened. You saw, but just pure. And I feel like David, you know, I'm like, purify my heart, protect me, help me to see what's the right. It's all it. This isn't my actual one. I started to bring it mine, but I'm like, I don't want everybody to see. But so that's where this one is really helpful. Then, like I said, the planner helps with just planning. You show me your schedule, I'll tell you what your priorities are. Your schedule does not lie. So if you can show me how you're spending your time, I'll tell you what your priorities are. And too many times I see us people that, you know, we don't really manage our time. You can make more money, but
can you throw just throw a little light on that book, because I've had my eyes on that book since
So this one was this is my most recent one that I released. I don't have copies in Ghana now, but it's on Amazon. Okay. So this is 10 easy ways to eat well. I give you tips. All the things I usually talk about eating well, all those tips are in here. And then I give you some of the recipes that we've been following in my house for the past few years. So in a menu, so grocery shopping list to just guide you. So you see some basic snacks. Many people think the snacks are the packaged snacks.
By snacks you mean fruits, right?
Well, actual food, real food. You can get some groundnuts, some carrots, you can get some yogurt, some berries, and then I help you with just some basic things you can have for lunch, a wrap. and then you can put it into it. And then this is a frittata for breakfast. You can make it ahead of time. Many people say they don't have time to eat well because they're on the go. If you prepare ahead of time, it can help you a lot. And then in Ghana, I know many people have maybe house help that can help them to prepare. This can really just take it out here, follow it. This is how we do it at our home. I just give it to the girl, like, okay, you got it, you understand? Like, here we got to make like this mixed vegetables, chop it up. It's always ready when we need to do like some scrambled eggs or frittatas, or if I want to mix it with something else, I pull out that stash and we got it. And then we might roast some vegetables in the oven. This is a bean patty, so for those who are vegans, we had some guests that came to our house, and my son told me everyone's going to be eating, so we ordered food, but then one person was a vegan. But we had some vegan food.
So I'm interested in how much the book sells on Amazon, though, because that's a lot of Ghanaians are going to be watching this, or really? Africans.
I even want to get one from
How much does
this one is on Amazon at $29.
Oh, it's $29. That's good, right?
Yeah. On Amazon at $29. I think it's $29.99.
Okay.
But the other ones are available in Ghana now at the Dominion Bookshop at Action Chapel, and then at the Medimart Pharmacy on Spentex.
Okay.
Yeah, so all those are there. But this one, like I said, I put everything on. And at first, it's like, no, don't share your recipes. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like, Lord, I will trust you. I'm going to share the recipe. It is what it is. Let it be a blessing to those. And even one of my favorites is in here, these muffins. And people think, oh, it's healthy. I can eat them all. No, it's still food and it's still calories. But I love, it's a protein muffin.
Okay.
You can use oatmeal, you can use yogurt, you can use a protein powder. Wow. I'm trying to remember what page is it on. Yeah. And my son, who's now away in college, was asking me about, is that going to be in there? So this is one of their favorites. It's a banana protein muffin. So many different variations you can do with it. If you want to make it strictly vegan, you can do it. If you want to make it with the milk or yogurt, you can do it. You want to make it This is one of my favorites. So I'm telling y'all, it was hard to release this one, okay? And then this is the oat clusters. It's another one of the family favorites, little snacks. So these are what I call the healthy snacks.
Right. What are the ingredients for the oats?
The oat clusters?
The oat clusters,
It's just oatmeal. You can have chocolate chips of your choice. It's a small portion.
With a little honey
flake,
or something?
A little honey. Yeah, and you can just roll it up. So it's all in there.
All right.
But
so I guess I get to keep this book, right?
Unfortunately, no. I'm still fundraising. So if anybody would like to be a sponsor, and you can be featured in the intro of the book as a sponsor, that's also an option.
For $29.99, right?
Yeah. Well, that's just to get the copies in Ghana because it's the end of the year. I got kids in college, and all my books are there. And the husband is like, "You keep doing all these books. Where's the money coming?" Right?
For real. Okay, I think me and my co-host are we're gonna try and get like a copy each. But we want our names like in the forward section.
You want to be a sponsor? Yeah. So I'm taking sponsors. So I haven't printed them in Ghana yet. So I have total control of the content of what goes in here. So I'm taking sponsorship. If anybody want an extra spin or maybe
someone
another.
does want to sponsor, how can they reach you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Googleable. You go to my website, KianaCanfor.com. Fantastic Health is another one.com.
Right. Fantastic. You can show them.
Yeah, and then on Instagram, just message me saying I want to be a sponsor for your Eat Well book. We want to start a whole mission in Ghana. Which one?
The personal one.
So it's Quiana Canfor Dumas is one Instagram, and then Fantastic Health, and then Fit with Quiana. So the Fit with Quiana, I just try to do the exercises. Okay. So that's where you see the routines when I finally find a good spot and I can press play, record, and the time schedule allows me to do it, then I can do it.
Right. So
I've been talking.
No. We're really excited to have you here. I told her you were very interesting and that our interview was going to be really great.
Really? I didn't bring the dumbbells, right? We can do this. Right.
Yeah, but thank you so much for joining us today on the show. We're pretty certain you're going to be back, right? Because this is not the end of your
It's not the end,
Yeah, when the next one comes, you're going to be here.
That was all. Oh, yes, that was it. That was all on personal leadership and wellness.
Yeah.
So it's pulling all this together and encouraging everybody to be leaders.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Quiana. Any last words for her?
Oh, no, this has been really fun. I feel inspired.
Really?
To take a look at what I've been eating.
Right.
But again, I just want to emphasize, if you want to have a slice of pizza and it fits into your meal plan, just load it up with some more veggies.
Right.
Make sure you have your protein and make sure you don't eat the whole box. Practice portion control because it is the reality.
Yeah.
People want to have pizza.
And thank you to our sponsors, Pizza Inn, because they have variety, right? We have one that has just veggies for people like us.
Yeah,
you know,
I have the pepperoni.
we the health, conscious people. Yeah. Thank you
Yeah,
to
just everybody eat your veggies.
for sponsoring this program, and thank you so much for coming. And we're definitely gonna have you on again soon. Thank you very much. So as always on the show, before any guest leaves, we have a gift for them, right? From very special partners. I'm gonna let Lady Rowena do the shuffling, okay? We're not leaving Quiana out. She has something she's leaving here with, so take it away. Okay. She has her eyes fixed on a particular cup.
I don't even know what's in here.
Okay. All right, you should pick the middle one. All right, let's see what's in there.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. What did you get?
Oh, gratitude merch. I love it.
Nice.
That's actually part of my next book.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Talk
Wow.
about gratitude. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the Gratitude Company. We have like some
really?
cups from the Gratitude Company for you.
Really?
Yeah, so you're gonna get it anyway out. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, so like the cups have been presented. Hey. Oh shit, Mr.
Is that the
Mani.
gratitude?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
One of that. What color do you want now?
Let me see.
The
What
black
color is
one
it?
goes with her whole outfit.
I like the green, but I like
I
the
like the
black.
green, right?
I'll take that.
Wait, you said I like the green, but I like the
I know, right? Okay.
You're gonna go with this? All right. Congrats. Sorry.
Yeah, this is actually, I have 7 different points in there. Okay, so what? I'm supposed to wear it?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it looks good.
In front of pizza, right?
How about this?
Need to show this particular
Show that one.
book
We need the funding for that one.
Wherever you lead me, send me wherever you need me, Lord. I'll go wherever you lead me. Send me wherever you need me, Lord. Slide to the left, slide to the right, 2 steps back, do the ocean wave. Slide to the left, slide to the right, 2 steps back, do the ocean wave. Ocean wave, ocean wave, ocean wave. As you're on the mix, so